POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion.
George, stick to being a doctor.
He could be a doctor of wrestling.
No, he cannot.
What the hell was even? What was that?
I don't think he even knows.
That was like little green puppet fur.
They can tell me I have to be a male stripper and I have to rub body oil all over my protege or whatever.
Wait, whoa!
Gonna stomp my boots in the.
Sweet, too sweet.
Too sweet.
Well,
yeah. All right,
too sweet on the taint.
That's all I heard. Bikini.
I know,
that was my Canadian accent.
You know those bikini.
To license
Sasha Banks and Ember Moon versus the oh my god.
The Wyatt Squad.
Versus the Wyatt Squad.
Those Wooby Wyatt Wad.
Woo Wyatt Wad.
Here's your headline.
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Wrestling POV. I am your host Tony Diaz along with Mimi Goody.
Shallow.
And the third wheel, Rick Serrano III.
Hey people.
And our intern, Miguel Cole.
Hello, how's everybody?
What the hell was that?
Does he have the flu?
I think he's sick.
He's sick?
Yeah.
Oh, not good. Well, it's that time of season anyway, so. Oh my goodness gracious. Another episode down. What number is this one? 153. My goodness. 153. That was a high pitch.
What, you got asthma?
Wow.
You hear that? Oh my goodness.
It's like someone pulled out your nuts or something.
Anyway, yeah, we got SmackDown, Raw, NXT, which was just downright.
Oh
what
my
are
God.
what were they thinking this week? Jesus.
I don't know.
The holidays are over. That should have been done in December.
They were like, 2 hours of nothing.
Yeah, and I was all excited for it, and I was like, oh, Jesus. Anyway, so it's about that time. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, so crack open your favorite beverage. Not drinking today, just don't feel like it. So I got the little Dr. Pepper with a little iced tea, not the wrapper. Mimi, thank you. Oh, late. Mimi, you're not drinking.
What?
I got Dr. Dre.
She's got Dr. Dre.
Dr. Pepper.
She got Dr. Pepper too. Rick, what do you have on hand?
I got the Agua Frio.
Oh, nice. The Aquafina. So just sit back and enjoy the show. We're going to start off with the Facebook poll and hater comment of the week. So the poll that we put up was, if the WWE goes the Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar route at WrestleMania, is it worth the hype? Rick, is it worth the hype?
No, it's not.
No?
I told you,
Why?
this whole Seth Rollins thing, I'm over it. And I don't want to see Brock in WrestleMania. I want Braun to beat him at the Rumble. So, no, I don't want to see that. I'm not hype about it at all.
All right, Mimi?
No.
No? Why? Why not?
No. Same reasons that Rick just said.
All right, I don't know how I feel about it. Obviously, on Raw, the past 2 Raws, I would have to say, seems like they're teasing it a little bit, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pushing.
So it's got you hyped up about that?
What?
So you're hyped up about that?
Me? No.
So what do you mean you don't know how you feel?
Because I don't know how I feel about it. I got to see how it goes.
He's confused.
I'm confused.
How are you confused?
Because he's in the
Explain
middle
it to
of a feud with Dean Ambrose. But then, yeah, he's throwing jabs at Brock Lesnar. You know what I'm saying? Which, I mean, I think everybody's throwing jabs at Brock Lesnar because, you know, they're going with the line of he's never here and, oh, he's sitting back in Minnesota and da-da-da. So, you know, there was rumors about it. Him versus Brock at WrestleMania. Him and the so I don't know how I feel about it because it just started, you know. I got to see where this goes. I mean, obviously they dropped the title, put it on Dean for a reason. We'll just wait and see what that reason's for, you know. I'm not liking the direction WWE's going right now with this whole, oh, things are going to change. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway.
Things are going to change and remain the same.
Right? But not
Mr. T on the show?
I pity the fool who don't watch WWE. Anyway, I'm just confused, I guess, about this whole thing because now they're adding rules. Oh, no more rematch clause, or they're not allowed to say number one contender. Now is you gonna get an opportunity? Stop. What's the? I don't get it. What's the big deal about not saying or saying number one contender? What's the big deal?
This is Tony's thing, man. Since last year, he's been talking about this.
Because it's getting me mad.
Get it?
It's mad. Yeah. Well, you can tell Miguel's sick because he's just like, just let me press that button, Anyway, all right. So here's some of the comments. David Mead, he said, hate it. Mark Purnell. He says, nope, they will have Brock win, so why waste time?
I agree.
Really? I don't know. If they do go this route, they can't have Brock win. I have had it up to here with my hands over my head.
And that's very tall.
I'm 6 foot, woman. With this Brock Lesnar thing. I'm done. I'm just done with it. It's like, stop. Anyway, Paul Wilkinson, he said, my prediction for 2019, Paul, we're already in 2019, is Seth Rollins will be the face of WWE. I'm pretty sure he meant to say will be. With Roman Reigns gone, they need a new Hogan, Brock, Cena. I honestly think it will be Seth. Seth will more than likely win the Rumble, but will definitely walk away from Mania as a champ. Do you agree with that comment? Because I don't. I don't see Seth as a damn face of WWE. No, I don't see it.
More of a doink.
I see him at.
Wow. All right.
I see him as the little peepee of the.
Becky Lynch got a bigger peepee than him.
It was a pencil dick.
That is just nasty.
We've spent so much time talking about Seth Rollins' penis on this show.
I've never, not once, mentioned Seth Rollins' pee-pee.
You would showed it to me.
No, I did not. Rick showed that to you. Because it was Sunday. Because it was on a Sunday he sent it to you. Oh, my God. All right, so Tim Dorham, he says, report have it that Lesnar is not scheduled to appear at Mania. No.
Did we report that? Did we report it?
No.
No, so then shut up.
So that's not true.
Yeah. So.
Unless it does happen, then it was true. It was on our
page. Then it was us.
Yeah.
Joseph Jojo DiTanto.
Wow. Tanto.
Hey, Silver. Wait. No, is that the right one? Yeah. All right. He says, I think it'll be cool, but I strongly think Brock losing the title before Mania. Huh.
I hope so.
Yeah. James Davis, he says, who would honestly buy Rollins beating Brock? That's just bad booking. Now, does he got a point?
He does have a point.
Yes. I think so. I think he does get a point.
And it's going to be Seth Rollins?
Exactly.
Come on.
Yep. Chris Hoffett, he said, laugh out loud, no. Bill Lewis says, only if Rollins wins. Stupid. Jim Kramer says, looks like Brock needs to take a shit because of the picture that I put up.
It does.
It does, too, yeah. It's that one picture of when I think he was facing The Undertaker, and he did something, Undertaker does that, rise from the grave. Richard Klowacki, Yeah, I'll go with that one. He says, nah, looks like D. Bryan grabbed his taint instead of kicking it.
Ew.
That was actually pretty funny. Edward, it was too. Edward Dale, he says, already seen this a lot. Let's see Brock versus someone new. Where's he seen this one? I've never seen them two fight each other.
I mean, that one WrestleMania where he cashed in, that's what
Yeah. George Pollard, PhD. Oh, Dr. George.
Oh, doctor.
He said, at this point, it seems Rollins will win at WrestleMania. Who knows what twist and turn will lead Vince McMahon to let Brock Lesnar win? George, stick to being a doctor.
He could be a doctor of wrestling.
No, he cannot. No, he cannot.
We would know him.
Exactly. All right, so Travis Warner says, is there a more moderate option? Laugh out loud. Oh, yeah, that was... yeah. All right, and finally, Doug Charles, he says, what is their weight difference? Laugh out loud.
Because he's so small.
Yeah.
Pencil dick.
See?
Pencil dick and no dick.
They did not come out of my mouth, them words. No. All right, so... here are the poll results. 61% said, hell yeah. They're hyped about this.
Not me.
61% to 39% of the people said, hell no. We could care less. What in the hell is wrong with these people?
You said it right there. What in the hell? Indy. All those indie guys are like, yeah, Seth Rollins is a god.
I don't get it. I don't know what's wrong with these people. Anyway, that's it for the poll. We didn't do much today with the poll or this week. Yeah.
Too busy bringing in the new year.
Too busy. Yeah. That too. All right. So hater comment. Anyone? I think the guy with the Paul Wilkinson. My prediction for 2019 is Seth Rollins will be the face of WWE with Roman gone. Then I think he should be it because he's totally wrong. Not really a hater comment, but it's a ridiculous comment. So
a ridiculous one.
So Miguel,
go ahead, Miguel. Haters. Damn. What the hell was even? What was that?
I don't think he even knows.
That was like little green puppet fur.
Green puppet fur. That's a new one. Jesus.
It's like on Rick's shirt. Look at it.
Oh, nasty. All right. So before we go any further, we have to go over the wrestling news from around the world. Take it away, Rick.
All right. And before we do that, let's get to some birthdays. All right. Our one and only birthday of the new year.
Uh-oh.
Bobby Roode turns 42 years old.
Really?
42?
42?
42.
Good God, man.
Hi, Bobby.
Wow, 42. He's going to be done pretty soon then.
Yeah.
You know, I mean...
Just because you was done before your 40s doesn't mean Bobby Roode is.
I wrestled a lot better than Bobby Roode, so...
Miguel, hater alert for Tony.
For Rick? Yeah, go ahead, do it for Rick.
Do it for Tony.
Wow.
All right, well, that's all the birthdays I got, so it's now time
Holy shit!
The wrestling news from around the world. It is probably the saddest day in wrestling history for me.
Yeah.
And I think for a lot of people, as the one and the only Mean Gene Okerlund has passed away at the age of 76.
Yeah.
I legit saw this at my job, and at the middle of me doing my job, I stopped everything and I screamed out no. And I just kept saying, no, this can't be. This was so sad. I can't even, the amount of sadness that I have inside of me, I can't even express it. It's just so sad.
Yeah, you was trying to get him to officiate your wedding, right?
Yeah, I wanted him to do my second wedding. I wanted coming down the aisle, Rick's around the third. And then he was going to say, do you take Pamela to be your wife again? And I was going to say, well, you know something, Mean Gene, I do.
That would have been funny. Yeah, that was not a good way to start 2019. I think Mean Gene will always. I think he has a place in everybody's heart. You know, I mean, Mean Gene. I mean, the title, the word mean. There wasn't a mean bone in that man's body.
Not at all.
For him to, just touch everybody the way he did with his back, and he was never a commentator. He was always the backstage guy. I think that role fit him perfectly. If he would to do commentary, he would have done very well. But his epic moments with Hogan and Flair and Macho Man, I mean, those were classic. I mean, everybody does well, let me tell you something, Mean Gene.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when I heard it, I was like, oh, shit, man, damn. Not a good way to start off 2019, I'll tell you that much. So
not at all. And like I said, that was my childhood right there, man. His voice, to this day, his voice, how epic, man, how great it sounded. It sounded exactly the same.
Yep.
And it's just one of those things, man, that I'll never forget. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I love you, Mean Gene, and I pray for your family. And yeah, sad day.
Very.
On to some better news. AEW, All Elite Wrestling, man. It's happening.
I guess so. Yeah. So that are you? So that whole rumor of Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks and they got, supposedly there were big offers for them to join WWE, and they turned it down. So.
Yeah, and they
really. Now I'm gonna tell you this. I'm a fan of Cody Rhodes. Gave us a good plug. Happy about that, and did an interview for us. Happy about that. But I'm not a fan of the Young Bucks. I'm sorry. I'm not. And the reason why I say that, and I don't give a damn what anybody says, they've never been to WWE, number one. So you can't really come out and say that you're the greatest tag team, or you can't really have this shtick up your ass and think that you're all that. These guys act like they're all that. I'm sorry to say, anybody in the indies right now, okay, if they got an offer from WWE, they jump on it in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? If the WWE came knocking on your door, Rick, and says, hey, Rick, we need a manager. We'll give you a 6-figure salary. I need you to start next Friday.
Tony, I quit.
Seriously, not one person would say no. I'm sorry. Come on, man. If you're an indie wrestler listening right now, you cannot tell me that you would say, no, I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? No.
They can tell me I have to be a male stripper and I have to rub body oil all over my protege or whatever.
Wait, whoa. Oh, that's disgusting. That was Oh.
I would rub body oil all over my
stinky
guy that
pinky.
manager. I would rub it all over everybody. I'll do what I gotta do. Yo, hell yeah. Joey Ryan would do it in a second too. Come on.
Yes, he would. But you know what I'm saying, though? I mean, the Young Bucks, for me, are cocky, pompous assholes. I'm sorry. If you guys love the Young Bucks, that's on you. I'm telling you personally as myself. I don't... Everybody knows the big time is WWE. Okay? New Japan is second. Ring of Honor is third. Impact is way the fuck down. But, I mean, oh, come on. MLW is better than Impact at this point. But, my thing is, like I said, everybody, it doesn't matter what organization that you wrestled for. Your goal is always to be on the WWE. You know what I'm saying? WrestleMania is the pinnacle of all wrestling events. Okay? And and a lot of people don't care that if they're in the mid card and as long as they get to WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? Everybody would always, when that dream would come true, they always say, my dream was to be at WrestleMania. And they did, Some people will say my dream was to main event WrestleMania. They still haven't done it, but they still, You know,
that
that's the dream. You know, you never heard anybody say, "Oh, my dream is to be Ring of Honor champion." No, I'm not disrespecting Ring of Honor, but nobody will say that. I've never heard anybody say that. You know what I'm saying? Ring of Honor is the next step after Indies, in my opinion. I could be wrong. You guys could disagree with me, but that's what I'm saying.
I don't disagree.
Okay, but the Young Bucks, for me, it's like, all right, what? Don't be this arrogant and think that you're all that. Oh yeah, we turned out. Come on, you know, because honestly, I'm gonna say it straight up. These guys are a copycat of the Hardys.
Yeah,
they're a copycat of the Rock and Roll Express. They're a copycat of Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty.
Yeah,
when they were the Rockers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, dudes. You guys couldn't come up with your own gimmick. You know what I'm saying?
But
you
came up with their own names.
Well, that's shocking. But it's like, okay, so now you're copying somebody else again by doing Too Sweet, doing the Bullet Club thing, and da-da-da. Come up with some original, homies. You know?
Vatos for life.
You know, that's just my opinion on the Young Bucks. If they ever do go to WWE, I think, and this is a touchy subject. I know this because everybody always says, "Oh, they go to WWE, they're gonna get ruined." Look at Shinsuke. Look at Bobby Roode. Well, Bobby Roode's currently the tag champion. You know, Shinsuke had a good run as being the U.S. champion, even though I think it was probably the shittiest run in WWE history. But Shinsuke is still re-signing, and from what I heard, he's still re-signing. So if he really hated it that bad, would he resign? Sure. I guess we'll find out.
Yep.
You know, so all right, go ahead, Rick.
So that right there is Tony's opinion on the Young Bucks. So make sure you guys listen in on that. Also, Young
that
Bucks.
That was 8.5 minutes.
You damn right.
The opening to SmackDown. If the Young Bucks are listening, listen, y'all want to come on the show? I'll make sure Tony's not around. We can talk.
Oh, damn.
That's right. You'll have Mimi Goody and stuff.
Damn, that's
really all over you. Sweet. Too sweet.
Too sweet.
Oh,
yeah. All right.
Too sweet on the taint. Wow. This is the taint episode.
Oh, Lord. It's tainted, all right.
No, it taint. Oh, God.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. That is all the news I have. On to rumors. Tony.
All right. Straight on to the rumors. Kenny Omega is like the biggest subject here. The only rumors that I got anyway. Has drastically cut down his social media appearances prior to Wrestle Kingdom, which was yesterday. Because he anticipated most of the questions would be focused on his future wrestling plans in 2019, and his answers would be distorted by social media. So, with that being said, the WWE are being very active in trying to get Kenny Omega, several WWE superstars such as Xavier Woods, AJ Styles, and Seth Rollins, also helping to convince Kenny to sign with the WWE. And apparently, Kenny Omega had a sit-down meeting with Vince and Triple H.
Wow. Interesting.
They purchased his plane ticket from Japan, too. So it is understood this meeting is to negotiate final terms for the contract offer, and will be when Omega decides whether or not to sign or not. So this is likely why he doesn't feature in the video reveal for the All Elite Wrestling.
He signed.
I mean, they didn't put him on there.
Royal Rumble.
Now, check this out. This is the last part of it, because this is the only rumor, because this shit was going around like crazy. Matter of fact, there was another poll on the Wrestling POV podcast page on Facebook. Go ahead and check it out. Make sure you vote. Put your opinions on there, too. Yeah. Now, it said, this is the final thing, too, and this just, I was like, and this is, actually, this statement right here, okay, is what I just was saying earlier about if the WWE gave you an offer. Following on that, the deal is for around 4 to 5 year contract worth $23 million with incentives laid out throughout the contract, as well as help and backing with projects. Omega has not spoken with anyone as of right now. He wants to focus on Wrestle Kingdom, like I said, which happened last night, which our Wrestling POV Global guys will cover this Wednesday. I think I might have to join in on that because I got some opinions myself. Rick, what do you think?
I have some POVs on it. I mean, I guess I have to be on it. Now, I'll be there to let these people know that us Americans, the American Bash Brothers, are coming for those Canadian brothers, and we're going to let them know about this New Japan stuff on Wrestling POV Global. We will be there.
It's back on the Attitude Era days.
Oh,
USA versus Canada. We're coming after you guys. WPOV.
And then we were debating.
What'd you say?
I don't know what I said.
You were debating. That's all I heard.
Bikini.
Bikini.
I know,
That was my Canadian accent.
You know those
bikini.
You got a teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini.
Bikini.
And it's a bikini because it's not teeny weeny.
Wow. So that's the next step from bikini, right?
Yes,
the bikinis. The bikinis.
Because it got to cover this big old hiney.
So, Wrestling POV Global guys, we're coming after y'all this Wednesday. We're coming for you. Okay? We're going to discuss about this whole Kenny Omega thing because they put out a poll themselves and the comments are pretty outrageous.
Impressive.
Outrageous, yeah. So, it's going to be a four-way convo. Not the other thing.
Yeah, it's not on Sunday, Rick. It's on Wednesday.
It's on Wednesday. Right. Right. So, so we're going to be on there this coming Wednesday to discuss this whole Kenny Omega thing and Wrestle Kingdom. Damn it. There, I said it. Shoot. Now, what are you guys' thoughts on this rumors about Kenny Omega?
It's interesting.
Now, 4 to 5 year contract worth $23 million.
They really want him.
Let me tell you something. Not only do they really want him, I'm going to throw this out there so people can understand. Kenny Omega's not young. Okay? Bobby Roode, being that you said he is 43 years old, that's old in wrestling. 42. Okay? That's very old in wrestling.
Not for me,
you know
though.
What I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So my thing is that Bobby Roode, I don't care what program he's running. Can he be in the main event? Yeah, absolutely, he can. He can. Okay, he put him as a heel. He definitely can be there, but he's not going to complain where he's at right now. I'm sorry to say, WWE is probably paying him a boatload of money, and at his age, yeah, he's going to take it. Kenny Omega, at his age, because he ain't young. But at his age, he's done what he had to do in the Indies, in the New Japan, in Ring of Honor. Come on. What else does this man need to do? He has this contract, $23 million. Guaranteed money. All you need is 4 or 5 years to spend in WWE.
I think that's more than what we make 5 years lifetime.
5 years lifetime?
Yeah. Amongst us?
You sure you're not drinking?
It's only Dr. Dre. Pepper.
Jesus Christ, man. Quit while you're ahead. No, I mean, I get what you're saying, though. And that's a lot of money.
He's 35.
You know what I'm saying? That he's getting up there. So think about it. A 4 or 5 year contract is almost 40. Come on. Seriously.
Do it.
I'd say do it. And I think he did. I think he is.
We found Seth Rollins' opponent for WrestleMania, that's for sure.
God, yeah.
That I would fucking comment about.
No, him and AJ Styles has to be.
Even that one too.
It has to be. You know, but no.
But AJ Styles right now sucks balls.
Yeah, well, not really.
Only yours.
No. Ew, no. So, all right. So, like I said, we're going to talk more about this on the Wrestling POV Global episode this coming Wednesday. I'm going to be there. Rick's going to be there. We're going to battle it out with these Canadians, eh? Yeah. All right? Elio Canella, TJ Logan. We're coming after you, buddies.
Oh.
All right?
Said buddy.
Not Kurt Angle's buddy.
And not Kurt. No, Kurt Angle, that's my buddy. I'm his buddy.
Buddy.
All right, buddy. All right. I mean, any final thoughts on this whole Kenny Omega thing?
Canadian Omega thing?
Kenny Omega, I said. Anything? Nothing?
Nothing.
Just come and Kenny, please.
That's it. That's it.
Just come, Kenny.
That was pretty disgusting. Anyway, that's all I got for the rumors. Rick, what do you got for injury there, buddy?
Nothing, buddy. Hey, we got
Get out of here, really?
no injuries, but maybe we'll have a couple of rumblings, eh?
Oh!
Eight?
Eh?
Hey.
Yeah, so no injuries this week. And like we've been saying, make sure you guys check out Wrestling POV Global every Wednesday. It's available on iTunes, YouTube, Podbean, Spotify, iHeartRadio. The guys are doing a great job over there. We tease them and everything because they're nice Canadian fellas. But
Sorry.
they do a great job, eh?
They do.
They do.
I heard they make more money than us though, so I think
What the fuck?
because of the Canadian dollar or whatever the hell it is.
Oh, that
They
could be
get
it.
more money because of that, and we gotta talk to the Wrestling POV president.
Yeah.
If Kenny
That's,
Omega's getting $23 million for 4 to 5 year contract, I gotta be making at least double what he's making.
Exactly.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Well, a $10 difference is big for Rick.
Yeah.
After all, he did lose his phone.
Oh, yeah, that's an expensive. That's an expensive loss.
It is.
I hope you got insurance this time.
Nope. Flip top that bitch. Anyway.
Got a gun this time. Get my phone back.
You forgot it. It's not their fault. You forgot it.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's get on to our road notes. Road notes.
Road notes.
Let's go into that road notes.
Road notes.
Oh my God. So the announcers hyped up the whole 2019 Royal Rumble pay-per-view as we see the steel cage going down. The matchup it was Dolph Ziggler versus Drew McIntyre. Drew wins. He wins.
It was a good fight.
That was a damn good fight. I love the fact that they're showing a different side of Drew. I love the fact that he just beat the crap out of fucking Dolph.
Rick is crying.
I know he is.
I
That's his
hate
favorite.
Dolph now. He's
Oh my God. Anyway, so Seth Rollins, he's in the ring cutting a promo. Whatever.
such a whiny
Okay.
freaking voice.
Doesn't it? It seems lately he's been whining a lot lately. Triple
he
H
always
comes out.
whines.
I know, right? But he's demanding a rematch against Dean Ambrose. Triple H comes out and he said, moving forward, there will be no automatic anything in WWE. No. Wait. First of all, do you guys agree with that? Like, if you lose the belt, should you automatically get a rematch?
I've always
I
hated
think-
that.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you
I-
lost.
Okay.
Go ahead.
But
Yeah, no, I kind of agree with Rick because, then it's like, oh, I beat you. Your rematch clause. Then you want to fight me, and then you beat me, and then here I go. I'm gonna rematch clause again. It goes back and forth.
okay. But how many times has that ever happened?
A lot.
No. When was the last time that happened? Come on.
Brock Lesnar with everybody.
No.
I'm just saying,
16th of February.
Every time you turn
No.
around, Brock Lesnar's going for the belt.
No.
He should start at the bottom like everybody fucking else.
Well, him, yeah.
All of them.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, because in boxing or in UFC, you lose your title, you do get a rematch. You don't start from the bottom. You get a rematch.
You get one
and
rematch.
Then, exactly. And that's how it should be.
I don't know.
And then, yeah.
But
you
you
got-
got story,
you-
man. I like new stories. I don't like seeing the same thing.
Well,
every
okay.
month.
All right.
But WWE is still going to run with the same damn story.
But the thing is that they could come 2 years later
Mm-hmm.
and say, "Oh, I want my rematch."
Okay.
They should have a time limit.
Well, Finn
So-
Balor's still waiting for his rematch.
No, Finn Balor got his rematch.
He got his rematch, and he
Yeah.
lost.
The day Roman won the belt on Raw the
Oh,
next
yeah,
night,
yeah,
he gave Finn
Right.
Balor his rematch.
2 years later.
Now,
And that was what 2 years later.
that was a while. Okay, all right. So maybe you guys do have a point, but at the same time, for me, it's like that's what I'm accustomed to. That's what I'm used to. All right.
Changes are coming.
Times are changing.
Times are changing. Yeah. Anyway,
time to make a change. They are the people who they can do it.
All right, so now the WWE revealed that, so they're saying that's not going to happen. So Triple H said that Seth is going to have a match against the almighty Bobby Lashley. And then Collins.
Terrible name.
I think they can do more with that. I really do. I don't think they're doing it correctly. There's something missing. Because honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now, I like Leo Rush as his sidekick. I think it matches, but there's just something missing. I haven't figured it out yet, but there is something missing. To really
autonomy.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but okay.
That means that they're able to do things on their own without somebody telling them what to do.
Yeah, and with Leo Rush, actually, you guys got to hear Little B do an impression of Leo Rush. It's hilarious. And then, of course, he follows it up with the awkward chuckle. But he does a very good impression of Leo Rush. I was dying when he came over to watch wrestling, and he's Lashley. Anyway, but yeah, there's something missing. There is something missing, and I think they need to ease back with telling them what to do. The whole show him that last pose, Bobby, and he bends over. I think that's stupid. That's not Lashley. No, stop. I get it. He's telling people to kiss his ass, so that's.
But that's not Bobby either.
Okay, haha. All right, but there's something missing. There is something missing.
His own creativity.
So yeah, right. So Shane McMahon appeared and announced that there's a fresh start battle royal. The winner will face Dean Ambrose tonight for the IC belt. So number one contender battle royal. So the fight came down basically to Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin. So okay. Apollo wins.
He looked good though.
He did.
Apollo looked good.
He did, and I get why they left them two for last. For some reason, there was some issues between them two. So, all right, whatevs. But Apollo wins. Mm-hmm. Apollo wins. So, yay. I mean, the hype is not there. I'm happy that he won because it's different. They're finally giving him somewhat of a push. But for me, I don't know.
It's too late, I think.
No, I don't think it's too late. I think they can still do it. But I think that if they were going to do that route to push Seth onto somebody else, such as Brock Lesnar, then I think this went too fast. You understand? Because already he's got a title shot because he won the Battle Royal and he loses. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, so what happens now? Where's the push going to go? Is that it?
Ryan's going to come and take the belt off of Dean.
Anyway, so Elias, he plays a new song and he knocks out Baron Corbin. That's all I'm going to say about it. But because Corbin was talking shit, whatever. But then he broke out. So I'm like, all right, whatevs. So it was Bailey, Sasha Banks, and Ember Moon versus the oh my god,
the Wyatt Squad.
Versus the Wyatt Squad.
Those Wooby Wyatt Wad.
Wooby Wyatt Wad.
Wooby Wyatt Wad.
Wooby Wyatt.
Wooby Wyatt is so mean.
Oh my god, Jesus.
Wooby. Diana.
Jesus. Wooby hit her with the stills.
Wooby Wyatt is flying like a wiggle baby.
What's that guy from Big Bang Theory who talks like that?
Kripke. Oh my god, that was terrible. Anyway, the Riot Squad. Now, before I go into this match, I'm not going to go into heavy, but I mean, what do you guys think of the Riot Squad?
I love them.
I mean, I really do. Ruby Riott, I think they need to push her, in my opinion.
They do.
They really do.
But they push her through a table instead.
Exactly, but they push her through the table. But my thing is that right now, in my opinion, and she is probably one of the biggest heels they have right now. Mm-hmm. Over Nia Jax, over Tamina. Right now, she's the biggest heel they got. They need to take advantage of this.
Well, I think Nia's a little bit bigger than her.
Why you had to go there?
You know he had to.
Skinny motherfucker.
Damn, Jesus Christ.
Big girls and shit.
My God.
I'm not like most boys.
Especially on Sundays. Oh my God. All right, so it was a good match. I liked it. Liv Morgan I think needs to be doing a little bit more though. She's definitely got talent. Sarah Logan definitely got talent. They need to make these girls really badass and stop with this destroying things and that's stupid. They need to go a different route with them. So anyway, Moon wiped Riot and Morgan out of the floor. Bayley tagged in and delivered her top rope elbow for the win. So they win.
Honestly, I think they need to take Ember Moon away from Sasha Banks and Bayley.
Yeah, I mean, they're just pushing this whole tag team thing, but Ember, they have nothing for her, so they're just sticking her with these two for now.
Yeah.
But I think they're also getting ready for the tag. Women's tag
right,
team.
but it's a tag, not a triple tag.
No, I get it. They're trying to find where Ember would fit in.
Ember fits in the singles.
Listen to me, I get that. But right now, there's not a lot of women for these guys to have, for these women, to have a tournament. There's not. So right now, they're trying, obviously, Bayley and Sasha Banks is going to be a team. Between the Riot Squad, who's it going to be? Logan and Liv.
Sarah, Logan,
Morgan?
and Liv, yeah.
And who else is out there? The Nia and Tamina. Ember Moon's got to be in part of this, so who's she going to be teaming with? You know what I'm saying? Natalya? Seriously.
I think the tag division for women is going to be cross-brand, honestly.
Yeah, and that's the other thing I wanted to get into is the whole women's, because obviously you heard, Vince McMahon state that, yes, there will be a women's tag team. My sources say they might do it by Royal Rumble. That way the storyline could be up to WrestleMania. What do you guys think? I mean, do you honestly... are you guys hyped about this whole women's tag? Because I am.
I am,
but there's not enough women.
There's not, but they got enough women. They're not showing enough women, in my opinion.
That's true.
So, it's like I said, the whole thing with Ember Moon, they're trying to find something for her because right now you got to look at, what's her face? Ronda Rousey. Who's going to beat her?
Everybody could beat her.
Anybody can. Wrestling's a storyline. But if the rumors are true that she made a comment saying I can't lose, it's like, wait a minute, no, you can lose, bitch, you can lose. And I did it shaking my head. So anyway, but I am hyped about the whole women's tag team. They need to just do it already. Just do it. Just do it. Start the tournament or whatever that you need to do. Just start it already. Damn.
Tony Diaz.
Damn right. Shit.
Yo, but Corey was saying something about by WrestleMania the whole Riot Squad could have all the gold.
Really?
So I'm thinking that they're gonna have the titles on the line at WrestleMania for the first time. So maybe they will have a tournament starting at the Royal Rumble.
Okay, they could. But you also got to remember too in your butt. Ew. But you have to understand too that there's also the Women's Royal Rumble.
True.
So are they really going to do a tournament that day?
Well, starting that day, or maybe after they start.
Or it could be after. Yeah, hey, just give me $5 and that's it. Anyway, so Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Ember Moon wins. Then up next, Seth Rollins versus Bobby Lashley. Lashley wins by disqualification. I'm not going to get too much into it. 3-on-2 handicap match, Heath Slater and Rhino versus Jinder Mahal and the Singh brothers. Apparently, there's a rumor out that Jinder Mahal is wrestling hurt. So we'll see. Yeah. Mahal took advantage of the match and delivered the kawas and got the pinfall. Now, let me ask you guys a question about Jinder. Do you think he needs another push again, or that's it? They were done with him. Really? You think so?
Yeah.
Think so?
No, I think he can get a push.
Yeah.
I mean, not all the way to the top, but more than what the hell they doing with him now.
Right. Because I'm telling you right now, I did not mind his title run at all.
No.
I really didn't. You know why? Because it was unexpected. And it was like, all right, people that should beat him, he was beating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then now it's kind of like he's back to being a jobber. Why you got the Singh brothers then?
Exactly.
You can't, you know what I'm saying? It's like, but I mean, I'm shocked that they got the win, but either way. Anyway, up next, it was Apollo Crews versus Dean Ambrose for the IC belt. Not really the match I thought it would be. It was okay, but it wasn't the match I thought it would be. Ambrose dropped him with the Dirty Deeds to win.
Yeah.
That's why
Apollo Crews match.
It was an Apollo Crews match, but I thought this would be better.
Yep.
I really did. Main event: Ronda Rousey and Natalya versus Tamina and Nia Jax. Natalya fought Jax to the floor. Rousey caught her with just a superfly splash. And Rousey tapped the second generation star out with her submission finish. Does she got a name for that?
No.
For her finisher? Does she got a name for it?
She has
the arm bar.
Arm bar? Is that's all it's called, huh? All right. Way to be creative there, Rhonda. Jesus. Overall, Raw was okay to start it. To start the new year, it was taped, and so was SmackDown. So
was it live?
No, it was not.
Oh my god!
No,
How could it be SmackDown and live?
It was not. All right, we're gonna take a quick pause for the calls. When we come back, we got SmackDown Breakdown and NXT POV. Be right back.
Yay!
Hey, this is your Olympic hero Kurt Angle. Listen to the Wrestling POV podcast. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, we are.
Yay.
I don't know why. It's
You're so exciting. You're so excited.
so excited.
You're so
And I just can't hide it. I know.
I'm gonna spend some money on collar and elbow.
Oh shit!
yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah.
Oh
Let
yeah!
me tell you
Okay,
something.
that was
If you ever
enough.
throw a collar and elbow thing out there again on my time, we're gonna have some issues. Ladies and gentlemen, Wrestling POV is affiliated with Collar and Elbow Brand. Go to collarandelbowbrand.com and save yourself 10% by using promo code WPOV. I didn't stutter. That is WPOV. Make sure you use that promo code. You save yourself 10% on all the great supplies they have
Yes.
at collarandelbowbrand.com. They got a bunch of new hats. They got some hoodies. They got t-shirts. It helps your local indie wrestlers, and it helps support the Wrestling POV podcast because
Still waiting on the underwear.
on the underwear with my face on it and the crotch area. Ooh.
Ooh. Oh!
It is now time for the SmackDown Breakdown.
Exactly.
Degenerate into something more. Just got tired of doing what you told us to do. That's a break, boy. Yeah. That's a break, little man. Break it down. Think you can tell me what to do?
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah. So, well,
My God.
yeah, Mimi was just hungry, guys. It is. So SmackDown opens up
Yes, I was.
with. First of all, SmackDown opens up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Now, before you go on, we also, obviously, if you guys are fans of the show, you know that the Pittsburgh crowd, it's in the book. I will tell you this much, okay? Before you give your thoughts, Rick, I was told by a friend of mine that was there. Mm-hmm. He was there in Pittsburgh to watch the SmackDown, and he said it was the lamest crowd he's ever been to.
Pittsburgh.
And then I told him, I said, yeah, but they sounded hype on TV. He goes, they added that shit.
Oh, wow.
So I went back and rewatched SmackDown. And he's right. You can clearly see that they added more noise to SmackDown than they did when, according to him, when he was there, he said they were just. It was like the UFC
crickets?
fight. Yeah, it was like the crickets. It was like the UFC fight over the weekend, in the prelims. Like nobody was saying shit.
But we put the Pittsburgh crowd because they were singing.
No, well,
they were saying,
but they were lame. There was a couple good matches on the card, and they were just like they weren't into it. You know what I'm saying? So
pay per view it was it?
I don't remember. It was
But weren't they saying that guy's name? The one that we're not supposed to be mentioning.
The greatest CM Punk?
Oh, CM Punk. Mm-hmm. No, I don't think they were.
I think they were.
No, they were saying something else, and it was just so stupid.
Long ago.
And it was so long ago, right? I mean, there's a reason why we put them in the book
because they suck.
So, but if you live in the Pittsburgh area and you do listen to the show, we love you. All right. So you don't suck. I mean. Anyway, so I don't know, something to think about. All I'm saying is a friend of mine told me he was there and he said it was the worst crowd he's ever
That's
seen.
So shocking, man. I can't believe that you have a friend.
You got
He's a long distance friend.
You
got a friend in me.
In me.
Oh, God.
That's not how it goes.
Dog back. All right, so SmackDown opens up with a new day.
Oh
God, that was disgusting.
It took about 8 minutes. They announced.
Let me tell you something. I never want to see Big E in diapers again.
With pulling out
pancakes from his diapers.
From his dinkies.
From his, no.
That shit must taint.
Taint?
It was a taint cake.
Oh my God. What is going on with this show?
So, the New Day comes out, announces they're going to be in the Royal Rumble. Then they also announce that they are done with pancakes. We will see next week. They said they're done.
We will see. It's to be determined.
Yeah.
Because he still pulled pancakes out of his fucking diaper.
And he was eating them.
And people were eating them.
And then throwing it to the crowd.
And people were eating them.
And people were eating them.
Now, I'm going to tell you this much. What I enjoyed the most about that promo was when they were doing Steiner Man.
Yeah.
Do you know behind the whole Steiner Man thing? No? Rick, do you want to explain what Steiner Man is?
No, because I just know that it's
and I'll try to look at
Steiner. I know that Steiner stumbled on numbers and crap. I just don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, when he was in when he was in TNA, he did a promo, and actually, you know what? I got the promo. All right, so that way you guys know it made. Here it is.
Steiner, it's going to be a three-way for the TNA heavyweight title at Sacrifice between you, Kurt Angle, and Samoa Joe. Now, before you get there, you have an important step tonight as you and X Division champion Petey Williams take on the unlikely duo of Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Samoa Joe, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% at best at beating me. And then you add Kurt Angle to the mix, your chances of winning drastically go down. See, the three-way at Sacrifice, you got a 33 and a third chance of winning. But I got a 66 and two-thirds chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me, and he's not even going to try. So, Samoa Joe, you take your 33 and a third chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 and a third chance of winning at Sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning, if we used to go one-on-one, and then add 66 and two-thirds percent, I got 141 and two-thirds chance of winning at Sacrifice. See, Joe, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at Sacrifice. See, but I'm going to break it down for all you ladies. Would you rather be with me?
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
So that, y'all, is Steiner.
Rick, you're a teacher.
What the hell?
I mean, his math checks out. It checks out. It makes sense.
Can I get an amen?
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
Wow.
What's the big idea?
I mean,
My God. So that, yeah, if you never heard of Steiner math, that's what the New Day was referencing to.
you know, and that's what's great about the New Day. I love their old references. Like, they
Yeah.
bring up things that people wouldn't know about, and then you get golden opportunities like this to look that up. And
Yeah.
I'm sure Scott Steiner doesn't appreciate it, but he probably should, because he has
No, because he's
about
a dick.
141 and 2/3 chance of never being back in the WWE. But if you subtract his 2 title reigns and you add the 15 title reigns he has outside of WWE, and you divide it by
And the 4 botches.
45,000 botches he's ever had, he has 1,642 and a third chance of never coming back for WWE or ever being mentioned again. So, if I was him, I would stay shut so he could get a better chance of coming back on. Speaking of which, if you ever want to come on this show, Scott Steiner, you can definitely come on the show, and we'll take away the 33 to third of Mimi Goody out, and we'll put you in. But because
For 1/4 of the show.
because I'm a genetic freak on this show, you're going to have to take a 15% chance of talking on this show, because I take about 85% by myself.
That's true.
All right, so now that we got the Steiner math out of the way.
Alright, so New Day is done. Then out came Samoa Joe and Jeff Hardy to see who the hell would be the 5th member of the number 1 contenders match, or opportunity match.
Oh, yeah. Get
What
it
the
right.
hell happened in this match? It was a
I don't
good
know.
match, but then at the end, Samoa Joe choked him out outside, went into the ring
Yeah.
at 9, and the ref started to count over.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
And then Joe just choked him out when he came back in.
yeah. Honestly, I think the referee fucked up
I think he did too.
because I think it was Corey Graves. I think was saying, why did the ref start all over?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to start all over when you're counting 2 men out. You do not start all over. You know, but anyway.
Yeah.
But then again,
WWE has new rules.
yeah, I know, right? Jesus Christ. But then again, you know, how many times have you seen where the two would fight outside and
One go in,
that
go
was
back
pizza.
out.
That's
Yeah,
true.
and then one of the heel normally would roll back in and roll back out to break the count again. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like that. So anyway, we'll see.
Okay.
The fuck?
What?
Really, Miguel?
I love you.
All right. AJ Styles is backstage with Shane and Vince, and
Bingo!
AJ was gonna apologize, but didn't apologize.
I hated this segment.
Shane asks Vince, "Are you sure you want to see the real
No,
AJ
no.
Styles?"
Talk about what Vince, Vince, AJ, missing the main guy,
Me.
Shane, what he did. He pumps up and gets swole
Yeah,
up.
and like he was gonna do something like
Sit the
like
fuck
AJ
down.
didn't beat you at WrestleMania.
And you know,
so-
exactly. And you know, I would have respected him more if he did say that. He goes, did you forget the fight that me and AJ had? But he didn't. He balled up like he was going to do something. AJ beat the shit out of you, homie. Sit the fuck down. Anyway, go ahead.
What he said.
I was ghetto.
The new United States champion Rusev came out.
Mm-hmm.
Rusev Day USA. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
He
Good
came
pop
out, gets
for him.
attacked by Nakamura, and I love to see that Lana's getting back involved with the story, and she's not standing there.
Yeah.
Masha kicked Nakamura,
Oh.
and Lana was on his back and got crushed.
Mm-hmm.
And Nakamura hit the Kinshasa, stood
Yeah.
tall.
Sure.
Rusev was angry.
Do you think this will go all the way to WrestleMania?
No, I think
No?
next couple weeks and then it'll die down. I think Rusev is going to beat Nakamura
Okay.
and just move on. Next up, we had Sonya Deville versus Naomi with Mandy Rose wearing Jimmy's T-shirt.
Yeah.
And Mandy Rose in a towel.
Yep.
Now you could go,
I know, right?
Oh, yeah.
What?
You were so intoxicating.
Yeah, in a towel.
But Tony, those X-ray glasses you sent me didn't work.
Sorry.
Yeah. It didn't work.
My bad.
he sent you the one from China.
Right? They were supposed to work on Nia Jax.
Leave Nia alone.
Sticky pinky.
That would be a whole hand. Sonya Deville's finisher. What do you think about that? It looks like she gets DDT'd.
Yeah. It looked like she got DDT'd. And I don't know. Unless it was messed up, I can't. I was confused by it.
Yeah.
I was. I like Sonya Deville, even though she don't go that way, but I do like Sonya Deville, and I want her to be a really good. She can do it. She can do it.
She gotta get away from Mandy.
You think so?
Oh hell yeah!
Well, they teased it too, and I wish they did stuck with it.
I wish they would have
put them
stuck
back
with
together.
it. I mean, don't get me wrong.
trade
Mandy's
places
a good
with
fighter. She is.
Well, Mandy
but,
Rose, yeah,
You know what I
she's
mean?
a singles person, yeah.
Yeah, I think Sonya Deville needs to be on her own and just be rugged.
I agree.
Be the rugged butch that you is,
Right?
girl.
Hey,
Yeah,
nothing's anything wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with
No, there ain't nothing wrong with that. So I'm saying she needs to be rugged.
Yeah, take your woman. No.
John Cena returns.
Pinky.
Yeah, John Cena is back.
That
Did
horrible haircut.
nothing with the hairdo. So guess what, John Cena?
It
stays in the book.
Your hair don't. Now this was kind of cool though, because
like it.
we all know how John Cena promos go.
Yeah.
John Cena knows how they go, and he said it. He's like, in 30 seconds, some guy's gonna interrupt, some man's gonna interrupt me with their music, and they're gonna come down and say why they beat me, and that's gonna give me the reason to be here. Mm-hmm. And whose music plays? The man's music, Becky Lynch. And she came out and she cut him down. I love the promo she came back with, saying that she's not coming for Charlotte, she's coming for him to take his place.
That was funny. Yeah.
And then Andrade Cien Almas comes out with Zelina Vega, and they had a mixed tag match.
Zelina Vega,
I thought it was a good match. Andrade showed off why he deserves to be there. John Cena's been putting guys over a lot.
Yeah.
Definitely appreciate that. And Zelina ended up tapping out to Becky Lynch. And then after the match, John Cena goes to shake her hands, and Becky Lynch goes, "You can't see
You
me."
see me? That was awesome.
She is too good right now.
Mm-hmm.
What about that comment between Corey Graves and her on Twitter?
Yeah, what was going on with that?
She's destroying him because he keeps talking bad about Becky.
Oh, really?
On commentary and on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
And she just came back at him saying that he's a middle-aged emo person.
Yeah, somebody said something about dating. Was it Selena? Mm-hmm. I don't know. It was dating. Like going on a date with one of the girls, and then somebody said, "How about you and Corey Graves and Becky?" And that's what she said. Hell no. Who wants to be with a middle-aged emo?
Jesus Christ.
That shit was hilarious.
Wow.
Yeah, he needs to tape up those Twitter fingers and stop.
Yeah, he does. He does.
And he tried firing back, but she just...
No, you can't go toe-to-toe with Becky on Twitter.
Oh, no.
On the Twitter.
On the Twitter.
On the Twitter. Because she's very intoxicating on the Twitter. Pinky up.
The Miz enters backstage with Shane McMahon.
What in the hell? Where are they going at? Where are they going with this?
I don't know.
Okay. I thought you did.
I don't like it. I don't like it a lot.
No.
Not at all.
No. Terrible.
Then we had backstage Asuka with Triple H, and Triple H giving her some praise, and then Charlotte says she's next in line, and then Carmella says she's next in line, and then Becky says, "Hey, I'm next in line," and then Triple H said, "Well, we'll take it into consideration." Okay.
And Asuka took her belt and bounced.
She said, "Bye, bitches."
Yep. She goes,
It was Japanese.
That's exactly what she said. Wow, that's good, right?
Thank you.
Translation: Bye, bitches.
Bye, bitch.
Girl, bye. Then we had AJ Styles against Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton, Mustafa Ali, and Samoa Joe in a fatal 5-way match with Daniel Bryan. Watching like Mr. Rogers.
All right.
Good match. The wrong guy won. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have to agree with you.
And as I say the wrong guy, guys, I'm talking about AJ Styles won this match.
Now, but you got to think of it this way, all right? How many guys were in that match?
5.
So you get the 5, and you divided that by the 1. No, I'm just kidding. Now, my thing is this, okay? And you got to look at it this way, too. If AJ Styles does not go after Daniel Bryan for the belt at the Royal Rumble, that means AJ Styles will have to be in the Royal Rumble, correct?
Yes.
And that means he would more than likely would have to win that Royal Rumble. If they're really high up on AJ Styles, yeah, Vince has this logic that if you have if you're really up there, you know, you have to win it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like AJ Styles, he enters the Royal Rumble, yeah, he has to win it. You know what I'm saying? Because especially now with the whole contract negotiations going on with him, it's like, you know. So would I have liked to see somebody else? Yeah, absolutely.
So give it to Mustafa Ali.
You think so?
Absolutely.
But it wouldn't be believable.
No.
In my opinion.
It wouldn't have been. But you know what? Matches in the Royal Rumble aren't really believable.
True.
They just are just placeholders.
Exactly.
The main part of the Royal Rumble
is the Royal Rumble
match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I hear you there. I mean, Jesus. I mean, has there ever been? I mean, well, I'm pretty sure, but when was the last time? I don't remember seeing
The Rock.
Well, not The Rock, but a title change.
Yeah, The Rock when he beat CM Punk.
Oh, really? That was the last title change at a Royal Rumble?
That's what I remember.
Wow.
Because Rick said so.
That was the big one. That scarred me for life.
So, but you know what I'm saying, though? So, yeah, right? So, my thing is, if Mustafa Ali would have won that, you know, it's so predictable that he would not win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I would have liked it, yeah, no doubt about it. But I think in this circumstance, with the Rumble, and you had to have given it to AJ. I mean, because why else would Vince be like, I want to see this different AJ. I want to see the ruthless aggression AJ. That's the AJ I want to see.
Wow, is Vince here?
No. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? They're going somewheres with AJ Styles. No, don't know what it is yet.
But he just got off a 674-day title reign.
And he did. I agree. But they're doing something. They're doing something.
Stupidity.
And with the whole rumor with the whole Kenny Omega thing, I mean,
Alamo?
Yeah, that one. What's that mean?
Alamo?
Yeah, the Alamahones. So
yeah, well, that's all we have for Alamahone and SmackDown. It is now time for NXT POV.
Yay!
Mamma mia!
He was there, Rick. Give him a break.
This was, as we said earlier, 2 hours of nothing.
Nothing.
One match. Mm-hmm. Cassius Ohno versus Matt Riddle again.
Again, yeah.
Matt Riddle wins again.
Mm-hmm. And Cassius Ohno still has cottage cheese thighs.
Still has cottage cheese thighs.
Exactly.
And beats him down after the match again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's your NXT.
That is your NXT, so, yeah. I don't see NXT winning this week.
No. It is now time for the good, the bad, and the ugly of Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. Tony with the good.
All right, with the good for me, I dug the main event, I guess, for SmackDown. Yeah. Sure, why not? Christ, the NXT.
It was tough.
This week was tough. Christ, I mean the other matchup with the Bayley, Sasha, and Ember Moon versus the Riot Squad. That one was decent. The Battle Royale was decent. I mean, different. It was different. The main event I enjoyed on SmackDown. NXT, there was nothing there. Rick?
Yeah, the bad for me has to be Elias' segment. I'm sorry, guys. I can't keep going on with this guitar thing.
Yeah.
I'm not buying it. You got to start winning matches. Stop with Baron Corbin. Move on. Do something.
Give
him
the
an
old
IC title.
Get the old Baron Corbin back.
Yeah.
First of all, stop with this.
Get rid of this.
Oh.
Yeah. Stupid. So that was the bad part for me. Mimi with the ugly.
Okay, I have 3 uglies. Baron Corbin and his stupid little vest.
Yeah.
John Cena's hair, dope.
Oh, Jesus.
And all of NXT.
Damn.
It was ugly.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that. Sure do.
All right. So with that, it is now time for Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. Every week after NXT, you go onto our Facebook page at Wrestling POV and you can cast your vote for Raw, SmackDown, or NXT using the emojis, the like button for the thumbs up for SmackDown, the heart for Raw, and the happy face. The happy face, not the shocked face, the happy face for NXT. You fans, we have voted. Raw is currently ahead 9 to NXT's 8 to SmackDown's 4. The fans have voted, and this week they voted in favor of SmackDown 50% to NXT's 25% to Raw's 25%.
I'm sorry to say it, the fans are cracked this week.
The fact that NXT got 25% and Raw got 25% is preposterous. Raw wasn't that bad.
Wow.
No.
Not NXT bad.
No, not NXT bad. At least it wasn't a repeat.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And you know what? This is an additional hater comment. It comes from Todd Silver, who says, I voted for choice D, none of the above. That's not what I was asking, Todd.
Jesus. Did somebody else reply to that? I thought I saw somebody reply to that.
Yeah, somebody agreed with him.
So, both of y'all, hater comment.
Both of y'all, haters. Haters.
All right.
My vote this week is going to go with SmackDown, then Raw, then NXT. I just think SmackDown, I wasn't tired watching SmackDown. I was entertained. There were some bad parts of New Day opening, but I like the Rusev promo. I like the ending. I like the intergender tag match. And Naomi and this girl, Mandy, I like to see where it's going. I think it's heading in a good direction.
We'll see. We'll see. Mimi?
Yeah, I was.
Nah.
Nah. Yeah. No, I was entertained with SmackDown. Definitely. And for me, it was SmackDown, Raw, and then NXT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because they were both. I don't want to say they were both equally bad. They weren't. SmackDown and Raw. NXT is just not even a question. They're in third. No, but I mean, they were both. I don't want to say bad. They both weren't bad shows.
They were both just like, eh.
Yeah. They were both.
It was
shows.
just like, because we know that next week is the week where new people are going to start showing up. It was the holidays.
Supposed to.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that. But, I mean, I would give SmackDown, like, the slightest edge.
Yeah.
I mean, very slight. I don't like with Daniel Bryan. I don't like the direction that's going.
No.
I don't. I just don't. I hate it.
It's time for him to go.
It is. It is time for him to go. So, all right.
Take the belt off him, and then he fights Kenny Omega at WrestleMania.
There you go.
All right. So now Raw is ahead 9 to NXT's 8 and SmackDown's 5. SmackDown ended the year with a win and opened up the new year with a win.
Yeah.
Don't call it a comeback. They've been here for years.
All right, so it's time to go over the Wrestling POV's book. If you are new to the show, sorry. If you're new to the show, what we do is we put the most ridiculous things into the book that happens during the week. It doesn't have to necessarily happen on Raw, SmackDown, or NXT. It's just, whatever rumor that we hear or whatever tweet that we hear. It could be anything. And then we just talk about it. Why? I don't know. I guess we're bored. So, all right. So, you guys ready?
Yes.
All right. So, WWE writers. Stays. New Day's Pancakes.
Maybe
Almost.
out. Next week,
maybe out.
I hope.
If I'm telling you, if I even see the powder to make the pancakes, it's staying in. Road Dogg.
Stays.
Yes. Pittsburgh crowd.
Wait. Road Dogg, they had 2 successful SmackDowns in a row. If they win a third week, does it get out?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
I'll agree with that. Okay.
All right.
So SmackDown wins next week. So write that down, though, in case we forget. We always forget. All right, so Pittsburgh crowd.
Stays.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They had to.
We can't go by what your friend says.
He was there.
You have to go by what you saw.
But if you look at SmackDown again,
No.
you know damn well that they put in
that
cheers.
day. You were like, oh, SmackDown. They're in Pittsburgh. They were cheering and everything.
But then hearing from what my friend
but
said,
your friend don't count because he's not part of this group.
It doesn't matter. Don't matter.
It does matter.
I say they stay.
Rick, take them out.
I say take them out.
Put it. We'll vote.
I think we should put it in the vote.
Let's leave it up to the fans then. If the fans say they take them out, then we take them out. If they say no. All right. Brie Bella's botches stays.
Yep.
John Cena's hair don't stays. Cassius Owens' Kadishi's thigh stays. Tamina's leotard jacket stays. Shane McMahon's damn ego stays.
Oh God, it stays.
Jesus, when he balled up, I was like, "Who the fuck? Sit down." Daniel Bryan's fickle.
It's fickle.
It's fickle.
Fickle stays.
Fickle stays, yeah. Apollo Crews, Stinky Piggy. I want to keep it in there just so I can say it again. Give me one more week.
One more week and then it goes.
All right. Bianca Blair's clipping hair.
Clipping stays.
Yeah. Natalia's brown nose reindeer.
One more week and then it goes too.
Now you said only 1 week, but come on, son. That was buried deep.
Oh yeah,
that was.
That's why it has to stay one more week.
We'll do it. We'll do it for another week.
You know what?
What?
Nothing went in the book this week.
No, nothing went in the book this week. No.
Well, I was about to say Big E's dirty diaper.
Oh.
Yeah, but he's not. It's not like he's gonna wear it again. So can't really just put that in the book. So no, we'll leave it out. We'll go book free this week. Unless the fans can think of something, put it on our Facebook page, and then we'll talk about it on next week's episode. But so next week, next Wednesday, myself and Rick's Around the Third, we're gonna invade Wrestling POV Global to talk about the whole Wrestle Kingdom and the Kenny Omega situation. We're gonna battle it out.
Oh yes,
you don't want to miss it. It's gonna be a good episode. With that being said, I think that's the end of the show.
Yay.
So normally what we'll do is I play a random song off my 300 plus list of songs, WWE songs that I have, and you just guess what it is, all right?
Now, Tony has over 300 songs, and because he shuffles it, it gives it over a $9,000 probability of him picking a song.
Right.
But if you cut that song chart in half, you'll get 150. But if you add 10 to it, then you get 160. But then the probability goes down by 4,500. So then what you want to do is you want to add 10% over the circumference.
Just play the next song.
Wow. All right. So, just play along. That's how we ride off into the sunset. And then we'll see you next week on a new episode. And just play along. And if you're in the car, just jam out to it, I guess. So, all right. We're ready?
Yeah.
All right. So, that's it for the end of the show. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with
Mimi Goody.
And the third wheel,
Rick Serrano the third.
And our intern.
Hello, how's everybody doing?
No, that's not it. Jesus, oh my Lord. Love, peace, and wrestling. We'll see you next week.
Peace out.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Primo.
Oh, come on.
Primo.
That was too easy. Ready? Here's a different one. Two easy ones, man. Back to back. Could this be a sign that he will win Royal Rumble?
Wouldn't that be awesome? A?
Yes.
He's an A.
A? Oh, he is an A.
Yeah, A.
Yeah.
He's an A.
He is an A.
We do not own the rights to the song.
No.